So how many of you have tried those endless number of diets, be it fad diets, be it starvation diets, be it any diet which promises you to get you a flat stomach? Or have even tried so many endless number of abs, crunches, which still doesn't give you that flat stomach? So today we are going to talk about the checkpoints which you need to incorporate into your diet and lifestyle to achieve that flat belly and remove the belly fat out of your system completely. But before we talk about how to lose our belly fat, let us talk about the causes of the belly bulge. So the first one is when we treat our tummy, our belly as a trash box. Give it anything and everything, whatever we feel like, without even thinking whatever we are eating will actually be stored in the form of fat stores and increase our belly fat. That is overeating. Once the portion size that you are eating is more than your body requires, the extra amount that you eat gets stored in the form of fat, which gets deposited on various parts of your body. Mainly, the belly fat is a resultant of overeating. Another reason for having a belly fat are the hormonal imbalances in the body, specifically cortisol. The stress-related hormone cortisol is linked to a higher fat distribution in the abdomen areas. So we need to really check on our stress levels and work towards reducing these stress levels so that the belly fat goes away completely. Bloating and water retention is another reason why you gain that extra bulge on your tummy area. And we generally tend to miss out the reason for it. The main reason for having a bloating or water retention is taking excess of salt and less of water. So we need to switch this over completely to have a flat tummy. Studies have shown that excess amount of alcohol intake results in getting you a bigger belly. So you need to be more conscious about, once you're trying to lose in belly, reduce your alcohol intake. So let's talk about the checkpoints which we need to incorporate in our daily lifestyle to reduce that extra bulge on your tummy area. So the first one is increase the amount of fluids. Take ample of water, be it plain water, be it a detox water, be it a vegetable juice, but increase the amount of fluids so that your body does not go in a mode of water retention. If your body gets ample amount of water, there's a lot of toxins which are flushed out and the body does not retain water. So the key to the reducing the belly fat is take ample of water and fluids to your diet. The second one, reduce the two S and S in your diet, that is sugar and salt. So let's talk about salt first. Reduce the excess amount of salt. We've talked earlier also about this. No table salt to be utilized. Don't take any excess salt because this results in the water retention. So we are increasing the water intake, we are reducing the salt intake. Ultimately our belly will go down. The second S, that is sugar. It is an empty calorie, it has no nutrient value to it. It is only going to go in our body and get converted into the form of fat and increase our belly. So we should totally avoid sugar and processed foods because processed foods have different forms of sugar. So you should avoid that completely. And direct sugar, of course, you need to avoid that. The third checkpoint to reduce your belly fat is choose on the good carbs. Avoid the refined carbs. Refined carbohydrates are basically plant-based processed food which during the processing it loses the complete nutritive value of fiber, vitamins and minerals. Once you take that in your diet, it will get absorbed and get converted in the form of fat in your body. So it is good for nothing. Instead of that, choose on the healthier carbs. Things like ragi, bajra, whole wheat, jowar, jaw, oats, quinoa. These are the kind of carbs which you should incorporate in your diet so that you get the maximum nutrition out of it and it does not get stored in the form of belly fat in your body. The fourth one, add apple cider vinegar to your diet. Studies have shown if you take 1 to 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, it helps in eliminating the fat on your abdomen. It helps in regulating your blood sugar levels. It also helps in reducing your visceral fat. So start adding apple cider vinegar to your diet daily. The fifth one, add cardio workout to your activity. Doing only abs or only crunches will not get you rid of that belly fat that you're looking in for. So you need to add in more of physical activity in terms of running, skipping, swimming, jumping, dancing, whichever way of cardio activity you like, add on along with your crunches and your abs. The last one, which is again the most important one, regulate your sleep pattern. Studies have shown that if you have sleep which is lesser than 6 hours or 8 hours, there is a slight increase in the visceral fat. So you need to sleep well, good sleep for 8 hours in a day so that your visceral fat doesn't increase. Now we have understood that to reduce your belly fat, you really need to sleep well, you need to eat well, and you need to exercise well. Take care of your body and take care of yourself.